Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new podcast channel on gardening and allotments from Happy Acres Allotment. So, first of all, my name is Chris. This is my first ever podcast, so please be gentle and please be kind because I am a bit nervous about doing it. So, as I said, my name is Chris. I've had my allotment since around 2017, I think it is. And I do have a name for my allotment. It's called Happy Acres. I'll tell you where that come from in a little while. To give you a gist of how big my allotment is, because it's hard to really describe down a microphone, is we have around 22 growing beds, I think it is now, I'm up to. I have 2 sheds on there, 3 polytunnels, looking at installing a 4th. I have a pond with a nice sitting area, and I have a nice kind of, I can only describe like a fruity area with the trees. And again, that's another nice sitting area in the summer. And then at the back, further on, just a bit more of free land that's going to be developed soon. So just getting back to the name Happy Acres, and where did it come? It came from one of my subscribers on YouTube. When we first got the allotment, I thought, well, we need a name. We need something, because I just don't want to say, oh, plot 8, I wanted something that said about me and said about what I enjoy doing. So being at my allotment makes me very happy. I enjoy the open space. I enjoy being on my own. I enjoy just being there and creating and growing. And then you've got the land, that's your bit of land. That's your bit of, peace. It's yours that you're developing, you're growing on. And that's where the name come from, because one of the subscribers says, well, what about Happy Acres? Because it makes you happy and it's your land. So that is where the name come from. And it was a fellow YouTuber in America. So, that's just how far we've gone on YouTube and Instagram and other things like that. So now this is why we're doing the podcasts. You may be asking, what am I going to bring to these podcasts? Well, we're going to bring everything that probably everybody else does, let's be honest. So we're going to bring the hints, the tips. We're going to talk about gardening, the weather, how depressing it can be, that it's raining again, or it's snowing, or it's too hot. We're going to talk about seedlings. How's the best way of doing them? What do you do? Does anyone have any different methods? We'll talk about the growing of plants. We can talk about compost, different methods of growing, different methods of how we, do people use dig or no dig? There's just so much that we can divulge into. And I'm hoping later on in the podcasts that we can get some live feeds going. We can get some questions sent in. So that will be quite fun later on if this goes well. But we can also talk about the other side of gardening, and that is the mental health side of it. I mean, not many people are open about that or willing to talk about that, but I am. My allotment saved me after quite a traumatic incident in my life, and that's my allotments were there for me, and it helped me through that. So we can talk about the other side of the allotments as well, so how it has a positive impact on you, and what you get from that, and how it makes you feel. So that's the kind of things we're going to be bringing to the channel, plus other things. We can talk about any shows that come on TV. We can talk about where's the best place to get seeds from. We all have different places where we get them from. So that is, hopefully, the line will go down. Not saying it's going to go to plan every week, because you never know. And as I said to you, I do have a YouTube channel, and I have other platforms where you can find me. So I'm going to reel them off now, so get your pen ready. So on Facebook and YouTube, you can find me at Happy Acres Allotment. On Facebook, I have a group that has around 331 members in it. On YouTube, again, I have a channel that has up until now 291 subscribers. That's not a huge amount to say how long I've been doing it, but I did lose quite a few after COVID, because when I got ill, I lost loads of subs. If you want to find me on TikTok, and I've literally only just started TikTok and only just getting used to it, it is at happy_acres_allotment. So it's at happy_acres_allotment. If you want to find me on Instagram, again, I've got around, I think it's nearly 900 followers on there. It's allotment 8 acres. So that's allotment 8 acres. And if you want to find me on what used to be Twitter, is now X, you can find me at Happy Acres 2017. And on, I think it's going to be, if I can get the date up, I think on around the 4th or 5th of February, I will be launching my very first website. Now, I'll give you the address for this. It is a free website. There's no subscriptions. There's no nothing. I will never do anything like that. Anything I ever do on any of my social media will always be free. I will never ask for any money for anything. I don't like Patreon. I don't like any of that. I just enjoy getting my stuff out there. And if I get sponsors, that's fantastic. If I don't, I'm just doing it for the good of myself and everybody else. So the website I am doing, it has a forum on it, so people can join up, sign up, and then we can also have chats on there. And there's all the links to my media on there. And like I said, there's a forum site on it where we can start conversations. There's also weekend hotspots where you can add on where there's a gardening show taking place, or there's something important coming up in the calendar, and you can put it on and everyone can then view it. So if you'd like to take a look at that website, get ready for this address. It will be https://chris-rach1 wixsite.com/gardening. So I'll repeat that again. I'm hoping to get my own domain at some point. I just want to see how well the website launches. So that's https://chris-rach1 wixsite.com/gardening. So if you head over there, you can join the site forum, you can go through the site, and there's going to be loads of different things put on there, hopefully every 2-3 weeks, and I'll keep updating it. But all the links for my other media are on there, and if you want to find the website, the link for the website will be going on all my other social medias as well. Wow. So we've got that bit out of the way. So if you want to find me anywhere else, please check out those other social media platforms. So it's going to be now, how often am I going to put a podcast out? So I'm hoping to get one out every week or every couple of weeks. I'm hoping every week, and I'll be doing them as much as I can, honestly, even through winter, because for me, like, summer's brilliant. We're harvesting, we're doing all that good stuff. But through the winter is like, that's where the nitty gritty jobs come, and that's where sometimes it's nice to just jump on, listen, get some fresh ideas, get some advice. So that's why I'm hoping later on that we can have these live feeds and we can have these live chats. And just one more thing before I do go. I've already lined up 7 interviews for the podcast. and I'm really looking forward to that. I've got 2 lined up in America, and then there's 4 lined up here in the UK, in Sheffield, not in Sheffield, in England. And then we've got, I'd say it's the 4th. We've got 1 somewhere else. I can't remember where that is. I don't know if that's America again. I'll have to double check. But yeah, got 7 interviews lined up from people that run other allotment sites or run something that has or bases itself around allotments, and they do something alongside it. I've got a really good interview coming up with a long-time subscriber of mine who works with bees, but he's doing something for the bee community as well for growing. So that's going to be really interesting. But I just want to give you a big, massive thank you for putting up with me through that. Hopefully I haven't rambled on too much. I will be putting another podcast out next week, and I'm going to be talking about seedlings, what we're going to start, what I've already started, and how they're getting on. But for now, thank you for joining me, and I hope you do return, and you've done very well if you get to the end of that. But thank you for now, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.